Hey guys, welcome into Angel Readings with Natalie. I don't know if any of y'all are like experiencing this. I'm kind of having a little bit of a hard time lately of almost kind of wanting to go back into hermit mode and not be, it's kind of hard to be around people. I understand that everybody is going through their own thing and they're on their own journey and stuff like that. I think what's harder is like you're trying to kind of like help people with a different perspective on things and to try and help change their mindset and to, start looking at things a different way to bring in peace and happiness and stuff. And they're just not understanding, I guess, and then you kind of get like frustrated a little bit. I don't know, maybe that's just my experience, but that's what I've been feeling a little bit. So trying to understand that not everybody is going to go where you're going, and not everybody is going to understand you. I don't know, I guess it's kind of hard. And like when you're at this like certain place or whatever, you almost feel like you're being fake or false doing other things because you're just like, I don't understand why we're still doing this. So I don't know. I know I'll figure it out and I'll figure it out. It's just another, transition that we're going through. So, with that being, because that is really why I was called to get on here. So that must be something. If you're in that, specific collective that's doing that, you're going through this huge transformation. And you just like, you're in certain rooms that you've been in many times. They're not the same anymore. You don't even really want to be in those rooms anymore. Certain people are not the same. And you don't want to be around those people a whole lot anymore either. So it's just kind of like, Because there's a difference in understanding, though, and then having to continue to put yourself in around certain people. And it's not trying to be, that's interesting. Why did that come out? The Page of Pentacles in reverse just popped out when I was talking about that. Maybe we think that they're being lazy, or they're lacking commitment to themselves, and we don't want to really be around that because we're so committed to like ourselves and our journey, like our thoughts, our space, our energy, and where we share it. But it's almost like in a judgmental place in a way right now, and that's not open and spiritual. That's being judgmental, and we don't need to be that way either. So we're just in this weird limbo space of letting it be, knowing that we can't help everyone, knowing that everyone is not going where you're going, knowing that everyone is not going to understand. What else? Source, my higher self, what is it that we need to know about this transformation and this transition that's happening right now? Because it is a lot. Like, we're feeling it a lot. 355 on the timer. They want me to say 103. It was 103 and then changed to 104. Is the time right now? What is it that we need to know to help us get probably humble? Because I definitely heard humble. Kind of like back to center and back to a peaceful place of, I keep wanting to say consoling, but that is not the word. It's not consoling somebody. It is, what is the word? Maybe it's to be empathetic and sympathetic to where they're at, but not take on that energy either. Maybe. Because especially for those that we like really love, it is very frustrating when you want them to be happy, you want them to be at peace, you want them to let go of so much stuff and just have a different mindset, a positive mindset, a peaceful mindset. And it just seems like they're just not listening, but they have their own, you know, time frame and stuff. And it's just, you're kind of just like, come on already, right? Like, we've already been through this. You've already been through this. Why are we still holding on to this? Why are you choosing? I think that's the thing too. Like, people think that feelings and thoughts are not choices, and they 1000% are choices. You can choose if you want to grieve. You could choose if you want to be sad. You could choose if you want to continue to love someone or not, or hate someone, or whatever it is. Like, you really truly can choose that. It doesn't choose you. So I don't, and a lot of people are not understanding that part, that emotions are not us, our body's not us, that we're completely separate from that, but we're connected to everything at the same time. And I'm still trying to process that. Also, for the ones here right now that are still with me, I feel like I'm kind of rambling, and it's kind of interesting how a lot of my videos are becoming that way a little bit recently. Like, you're trying to meditate and kind of go into the void to separate yourself from your body in order to, and sitting in silence or laying in silence, whatever, you're comfortable in complete darkness and complete silence, because you're wanting to get closer to source, get closer to yourself, because we are part of source, to hear yourself and hear your intuition and stuff. And it's, and you're having a difficult time doing that. They just say keep going. It does take time. Because you have to really, truly, they're saying like you have to really, truly let go. And our bodies are wired, like before we were even born, to not let go, to hold on to things. And so, in a lot of fear-based things, because we don't know what's going to happen, right? We don't know where we're going. And so it's kind of like you're a little bit of afraid to jump. Like right now, my third eye is trying to activate. I've been feeling that a lot. Like, and it kind of hurts actually. And I feel like only right here. And it almost feels like, if you go cross-eyed for too long. That's what I'm feeling right now. And that's what we also have to activate pretty much whenever we're in a meditation state, in order to go into that darkness and stay in that darkness and in the void, to know that we have to separate ourselves from our body in order to get there, in order to listen, in order to be a part of everything, not just our bodies. And I'm still trying to figure that out. So welcome into whatever the group is, whatever we are, trying to figure it out, trying to be awakened and transform and move on. Leave comments about what you're going through. If you have figured out kind of like how to do that, the meditation where you connect more with yourself and you actually really do just very clear downloads. If you found an easier way to do things like that, let me know. I don't know all the answers. None of us know all the answers, right? So, put in there like you're going through it too, that you're trying to figure it out, right there with you, like things like that. That we have our little community, because it is hard, because everybody around me is religious pretty much. They're not spiritual at all. So I don't really have like a spiritual community. So it'd be cool to kind of like have that, or be on one that I can ask questions and see where other people are coming from and what they're doing. And I would love to have one of those. So if you'd like to try start one, be one, whatever it is, let me know. I do personal readings if you would like, but I'm going to be done with this one and actually do a true reading in just a few minutes. I hope y'all having a wonderful, blessed day, a peaceful, calming day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.